Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus Tarot. I just got this new deck. It's Tarot of the Unknown Shadows, and so I thought I would pull some cards. Just do a quick little reading here for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Check in, see what's going on. And if this doesn't speak to you, if it doesn't seem like your story, then find another reading that does. There's lots to choose from out there on the internet, so this isn't going to speak to everyone, especially since it's a general reading. But I have some other videos up on my channel as well. Okay, so we're starting with the masculine here. There's the Three of Cups reversed. It seems like the masculine has been spending a lot of time alone and a lot of time, it feels almost like confused. Confused about why he's alone, or confused about the company he keeps. There's some sort of confusion in the Divine Masculine's energy. And the Divine Feminine, she's in a space of openness, of love. She's just enjoying, this Knight of Cups is just enjoying a cup of tea. So she's kind of kicking back. I feel like she's really embracing what is. Isn't trying to force anything that in her life. She's just kind of accepting what's happening at this time. In the shared space between them, we have the card Light, but it was reversed. Was it? It was. Okay. So the masculine and feminine right now are communicating in the shared space. They're communicating in dreams, visions, in their own thoughts. There may be a lot of conversations with each other just in their own thoughts without actually speaking. So there may be no communication here. Okay, let's get a card to see how the masculine feels about this and a card to see how the feminine feels about this. When you're communicating, you know, this could be telepathically even, depending on the level of intensity in your connection. But when you're communicating just through subtle signals, or when your connection feels strictly thought-based, sometimes that can be okay. So actually, he's trusting that this is actually happening. And she's kind of like over it. So let's start with the masculine here. So this communication in the shared space, we have the Judgment card. But he's hearing this communication loud and clear. It may be that he never trusted this communication before, and is trusting it now. There's strong, like, union, connection energies coming from the masculine. Like he's wanting to be with her, connected to her. If you are together, it's sort of like having that conversation that you need to have. It could be that there's been some kind of weird space between the two of you, or lessons that you've had to learn separately. The feminine is kind of like, I mean, often the feminine is more accepting of the psychic or the unreal sort of communication. Some people would call it 5D. She's used to these signals and signs and has sort of, in some way, may have accepted it for quite some time, and she's not as wowed by it. She's sort of like, yeah, show up. Yeah, let's connect. That's how it's feeling here. Okay, so what the masculine is thinking about the feminine, he feels like he's not ready. He has not established himself yet. This is the King of Coins reverse. He's kind of digging in his heels when it comes to material, being a material provider. He doesn't feel like he is who he wants to be in that way. He hasn't earned his way. There's this mirrored energy here. So whether or not the feminine expects this, the masculine feels that he doesn't live up to something here, materially, physically. This could also be physically, sexually, that he doesn't feel that he has what she needs. But he's tired of trying and missing. He just wants it to work. And the feminine, so we have the feminine here as represented by the Empress in reverse. Interesting. So she's feeling like she does not want to nurture him anymore. She doesn't want to nurture his insecurities without that follow through, without this follow through here. Without this, there is no this. So it's this like, I've done the work before and it hasn't really paid off. So what's coming up for these two? All right, so the ending of a very long process. But still, there's some time before there's some clarity. Ooh. But it looks like both of them are coming into prosperity. Let's see what the feminine has to say about this King of Coins situation. Okay. So the message for the masculine from the feminine is that, there is a lighter, more fiery energy, an innocence to this connection. And she feels that the masculine spends too much time in the heavy. He spends too much time thinking about this material gain, and she is seeing that it is coming. But he's stuck here in this space of overthinking. He is not getting out of the headspace. And so in the shared space, there's this sort of, she's not going to make things better for him anymore. It's been a long time of processing. It's a very she knows there's prosperity. She knows that if he comes in with his troubles about this King of Pentacles, King of Coins stuff here, she knows she has the tools to help navigate this. This is something they can navigate together. But he's thinking he's got to do it on his own. So what's the outcome here? What's the advice? Interesting. Okay. What's the masculine saying about this? What's the masculine saying about this? Okay. Yeah, so the masculine is just saying like he has this ideal that he feels he cannot bring love forward until he has this ideal. The feminine is standing her ground, like together we manifest this magician. I filmed this once before, and it was the masculine seeing the feminine as the high priestess in reverse. So not trusting her intuition about this situation. I really feel like this comes in here. That she knows that part of the alchemical process of this relationship is them being together. He's trying to do what they're meant to do together on his own. So we have any further advice for the masculine? All right, so for the masculine, trust in cycles. Let what needs to end, end, and what needs to begin, begin, and just take the first step. And for the feminine, what's your advice for the feminine? All right, try not to get hung up on the small, petty things. So if your masculine comes forward, lay down your sword, okay? Because if he's coming to you, it could be with this light, with these shadows, and it's like together you'll turn that around. Together you'll turn that around. So try not to get angry about the small things in the feminine, and for the masculine, it's time to just step up. Just step up and step in. The work you got to do together. All right, that's all I have for you guys. Take care.